Number 8, Trent Oakes. Number 9, Eddie Panther. 10, Calvin Green. 11, Will Jones. And the Coventry United just got one change from Saturday. In goal, Declan Duggan. A back four of Ryder Oil, David Pavlinsky, Adam Miles and Harry Chesterton. We're expecting a midfield three of Joe Blowers, Mitch Mollison and Renato Prifty, and up front for Coventry United, Jared Bradshaw, Carl Carey and Joseph Aganbiade. And an opportunity for two new red and greens to make their debuts from the bench. Midfielder Rory O'Boyle and right back Adrian Gayamera. And also the home debut of the brand new Coventry United tripod. First time it's graced the hallowed turf, well the hallowed stand I should say, the Lux Park Arena. Early free kick for Bugbrooke St Michael's to come in from the right hand side of the penalty area. Nodded wide via a deflection from Will Jones. An early corner to follow the early free kick. Coventry United in red and green tonight. Home stripped the civic colours of the proud city of Coventry. Bugbrooke, white and black. Both goalkeepers in yellowish colour. Neon yellow for Declan Duggan and amber for Luke Reeve. That's lured away well by Renato Prifty, the real man in form. 5 goals in 7 appearances since his return from injury. Bradshaw looking for a route down the right hand side, but shepherded into touch by Aidan Webster. The ball in the hands of Tom Simmons, throws it up line. Jones covered up by Devoyle. To come away with a bit of help from Prifty. It's Bradshaw looking to clear cannons off the number 10 Calvin Green. Here's Miles to pick up the pieces. Devoyle going to float it over for Aganbiade. Got it away by Smith. Really trying to calm things down in the early going. Chesterton spots the run of Messrs Carey and Aganbiade. Who will get there first? If either can get there before the ball goes out, neither can reach it before it bounces over the white line. That will be a goal kick to Bugbrooke. Not an awful lot of action in the professional leagues tonight. A bit of FA Cup. And there is one game in the Premier League, Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. United could go second in the Premier League table if they win that game. If they've a near club record unbeaten streak at the moment, I think 7 games that they've won consecutively. In the FA Cup, Leeds already lead against Cardiff. So just 2 English games going on in the professional leagues. So it's Reeve away down the centre of the park, nodded up by Ben Garwood. Here's Oakes back in the side to there, but we've seen the last game against Desborough. Junior cross deflected and collected by Harry Chesterton under pressure from Glennon. Here's Prifty. Loses out to Glennon. They beat the back line with that ball. Out comes Duggan. Confident in his approach, beating Eddie Panther to possession. Duggan making his debut last weekend. That's a 3-1 victory over Lutterworth. Not a quiet afternoon for him, but be happy with that as long as United get the win. Bradshaw in from the side on Tom Simmons. Simmons holds him off long enough. Finds Smith, the captain. Diagonal ball collected by Chesterton. Now it's with Carl Carey, takes it too close to Will Glennon. Red and Green's intercept. Chesterton again. Lining up for an opportunity. Blowers finds Aganbiade. Oh, it slipped it through for Bradshaw, who does put it in the back of the net, but the flag is raised. Beautiful finish from the former Nuneaton Griff man, who, like Renato Prifty, has not had a problem in scoring goals recently. And that one will not count. 5 minutes gone. Here at the Butts Park Arena, United have had the ball in the back of the net, but won't count on the score sheet. Still 0-0. Panther trying to beat Miles to the punch. We've got some help from Chesterton, back with the 6'6" goalkeeper, 19-year-old Declan Duggan, formerly of Preston North End. Also Carey upfield, Reading Green's legend. Challenge from Glennon behind takes it away from them. The right-hand side, United back in possession. Miles now playing on the left side of that back four. Cushioned that by Glennon for a Coventry United throw, just in front of the Reading Green's technical area. Blowers trying to beat Webster for pace. Webster lunges in, the final touch coming off Blowers. There's the throw to Will Jones. Panther will give chase down the right. Miles covering him off. Panther sweeps the ball from under his feet and takes a tumble under the pressure from Miles. A little push in the back, enough to send him to the deck. Well, as always, Alina Moore tuned in, supporting her favourite player, Carl Carey, and the rest of the boys in red and green. The early opportunities have fallen to Bugbrooke in the opening 6 minutes or so. Corner and a free kick. And they'll have another opportunity here. Jones at the far post as well as Glennon. Take a good strong header by Renato Prifty. Near side, it should have been kept alive by Will Jones, but got the first touch wrong. It slipped off his boot into touch. Coventry United have the throw deep in their own backyard. Brian DeVoyle playing it right back this evening, filling in to the defensive injuries that have ravaged the Coventry United side, and he did lose out to Will Jones, but again Jones taking the ball over the line, this time for a goal kick as he tried to whip it in for Panther. Duggan. Biade waiting for it to drop. Nods it up. Who will be first in the second? It's Calvin Green swinging it over to this near side where Simmons is waiting. Jones surrounded by red shirts. Eventually crowded out. It's the ball who snatches it away. Peblinski to Miles. There's one more to attacking Biade. Again cut out by Smith. And Joe Blowers barging into the back of Aidan Webster. Free kick given. Bugbrooke wanted to continue. They've took a quick free kick, but it's going to be recalled as the ball was moving. Quick free kick will be brought back. A more conventional approach will be taken by Bugbrooke. Green standing over it as Smith gives him room. Calvin Green. A flick into the area. Jones sends it skyward on the volley. Up to 9 minutes in. Duggan. It's met in the air by Glennon. And it goes down to the challenge of Chester and drilled out for a goal kick. Poor play from Bugbrooke.
Got it, Archie! Come on, Martin.
So Duggan once more. He's probably seen the ball more than anyone this evening. Declan Duggan. Once more Glennon wins the header, but the second's collected by Chester, nods it down for Blowers, the former Southend youngster. Now driving up the left. It's Carey lunge in by Simmons. And the free kick given against Kyle Carey there, who kicks the ball away. And he's getting a bit of stick from the Bugbrooke management as well. Glennon could take it short with Smith. He's going to go long. There's space on this near side for Simmons. For 10 minutes, it's still scoreless at the Butts Park Arena. Glennon looking to change that with a ball into the danger zone. Flick on with the header. Jared Bradshaw looks to clear under pressure from Simmons. Gets the necessary contact in the clearance. Thrifty wrestle to the ground. Referee has given the advantage to Bugbrooke St Michael's. So 6 1, half dozen of the other on that occasion. Now Panther on the right. No ball turned away by Peblinski. Bounced away from Kyle Carey, and just shy of the halfway line, it will be a throw to Bugbrooke on the far side. Quickly Smith. Pressure from Agambiade clears. It will come back to Tom Smith. Will Jones nods it up. Webster. Jones cushions it. Was looking for Garwood. United holding the badges at bay. It's been a strong start from Bugbrooke St Michael's. The referee has given a free kick to Coventry United there for a bit of shirt play. Something happened off the ball. Duggan takes it short. And in fact, the linesman has raised the flag. I think he thought the ball was travelling as it was played from Duggan. Virtually the same ball played to Adam Mosbury. Swiftly closed down, keeps his nerve and sends it down the left. Glennon wins that aerial duel with Carey. Mollison picks it up for United. Riley Devoyle, the skipper, cutting in from the right. Joe Blow is a mainstay back in the Red and Greens lineup after a stint away. Chesterton. Looking for Renato Prifty, but intercepted by Aidan Webster. Enviro deflection out on that far side of the ball, intended to find Panther. Garwood. Shielded well by Oakes. Glennon, the red-headed number 5, the top scorer for Bugbrooke St Michael's this season with 16 goals in 22 games. Drilled down the left by Jared Bradshaw. It's going to be a task too far for Kyle Carey. And the goalkeeper has lost it, trying to call Kyle Carey's bluff. And the simplest of finishes for Kyle Carey. Luke Reeve with an awful mistake, trying to be cheeky. He tried to block Carey off and let the ball trickle over the line, but the ball didn't have the legs on it to do so. Carey took it along the line. He was able to find his way into the penalty area and took it into an empty net. Great work on show from Carey. Never say die attitude from the United legend, and the Red and Greens lead by 1-0 at the Butts Park Arena. One of the more bizarre goals we've seen this season.
Oh dear.
Who'd be a goalkeeper?
It happens, yeah.
It does happen.
Couldn't believe that was
So we're back underway. United lead by 1-0 in bizarre circumstances, I think we can say. Here's Peblinski. Cyphers away from Jones. Lobs it on for Agambiade to give chase. I wonder if Glennon's going to take the same risk that Reeve did. No, he isn't. He turns and plays it down the right wing. Glennon learning from the mistakes of his number 1. Bradshaw receives from the throw, sandwiched between the two centre-backs. Here's Prifty. Don't have to tell him where the goal is. Bradshaw. And Carey, will he turn provider? Switches the play beautifully over to Riley Devoyle. Going to take on Simmons. Devoyle all alone. Gets the ball in. It's over Agambiar. They nodded as far as Garwood, who sticks his laces through that one. Nodded to the left-hand side of the field by Adam Miles and kept in by the retreating Kyle Carey. And United will regroup at the back. Here's Pablinski, the teenager who is a white head on young shoulders. Oh, look at the switch the play over to Carey. It's cut out well by Glennon, but his ball, it turns intercepted by Chesterton. That's a beautifully weighted pass for Carey. Checks that he's onside. Agambiade calls for it in the middle of the penalty area. Carey trying to take it on a little further himself. Glennon with the challenge, who leaves it, allowing Chesterton to sweep it and pick up the pieces. It's a cross for Prifty. Oh, no, he took it to his own net by the left back, Tom Simmons.
That goes your goal scorer, was sponsored by Tracy Jones.
It's out on this near side. A quick throw taken by Riley Devoyle, controlled by Prifty. Back to Devoyle, Bradshaw. Mollison in support. Mollison quickly closed down, but a free kick against Will Jones. Bit too forceful in trying to win that ball back. Just shy of the penalty area on the right side. It is going to be Riley Devoyle to whip it in. Devoyle sizing up his options. Chesterton, the only man back for the Red and Greens. Devoyle. It's a clean header away by Calvin Green. And racing onto the far side of the field is Bradshaw to keep it alive. Everyone's staying back for the Badgers. Not doing by Mollison, turned away by Oakes. Back to his opposite, number 8. Blowers looking for some separation. Kills it across to Kyle Carey in midfield. Holds off Jones, who I think has took a little stud to the toe there. Back heel by Renato Prifty, trying to play another Joe Blowers. Already made his way past the ball. And now Bugbrooke looked to counter. It would have been a great pass by number 7 there, Webster, who was able to find the run of Garwood. Unable to do so, Smith blasts it along the same touchline. Justin runs into trouble as he intercepts. Panther embarking down the right hand side, deflection, takes it into the path of Duggan, who holds well. A dramatic start at the Butts Park Arena, just what the Reading Green Army need to warm the old cockles on a freezing cold night like this. Good bounce with the defender Smith, shoots it high into the sky and it bounces out on this near side. So a throw for Devoyle. Control by Mollison, who turns away from his man. It's a little too close to the Bugbrooke man, but Bradshaw going to sift his way for a crowded penalty area. Eventually loses out to Green. Simmons drills it upfield. Pablinski tracks back with Jones breathing down his neck, and Pablinski sensibly taps it out on this near side, allowing his teammates to track back. Devoyle trying to slow down play, allowing his teammates more time to regroup. And there for Bugbrooke St Michael's, as it was played through from Trent Oakes. And straight out for the goal kick. Duggan looking for red shirts upfield. Bounces over Kyle Carey, who got the final touch on it. Didn't take a touch on the way through. United felt that it may have come off Garwood. It's referee not forthcoming with that decision. Glennon with ball in hand. And then back to Pablinski by Harry Chesterton. Towards Agambiade. An awkward slip for the defender. Nearly allowed Bradshaw in. Cleared as far as Devoyle. Determined stuff from United. Prifty's offside. And a second goal has been chalked off by that pesky flag on the near side. First Bradshaw, now Prifty. United could be 3 up. But the linesman had other ideas. Reeve. This is over Pablinski. Here's Panther. Goes over to Garwood with a bit of space to utilise. Followed all the way by Chesterton. Garwood couldn't keep his effort down.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winning 50-50 ticket number. Your winning 50-50 ticket number is 17512. 17512. If you see Alan by the turnstiles, I'll give you your winnings. That's 17512.
Nearly halfway through. It's been an exciting first half, I think you'll agree, Royston. United season gets bigger and better, as does Roy's beard. Just forgot that Christmas was nearly a month ago. At least we know what to get him for his birthday, a razor. Roy Eden has always done a great job on the mic, and so we're out to here for about 5 years now. And actually next week is the 7-year anniversary of Coventry United TV's debut. 26th of January 2016. 7 years on, we're still here, still going strong, as are the Red and Greens. Through hard times, they've found their way through them. And this young side making the Red and Green Army believe again. Jones, shielding from Blablinski and Devoyle on the left side of the box. Took him to the path of Bradshaw, but finds his way into the centre. Back here by Panther. It took Webster by surprise as it's back with Duggan. And Biade beaten mid-air by Tom Smith. Wants the free kick, doesn't get one. It's Walton. Floated up towards Jones. Jones gets his head to it, but the offside flag is up against the Bugbrooke number 11. United 3-1 victors at the set back in October. Carey on the score sheet that day as was David Gebehi and Sami Mazapa. Sami is going back in a couple of weeks from his injury. One of, I believe now 7 first team players out with injury. Adel Hagani did make a return on the bench on Saturday, but isn't involved in the matchday squad tonight. And Jake Williams will return for selection on Saturday after his 3-match ban for the red card received at Spinks. But the way that David Hoblinski is playing, who's to say that Williams will come straight back in? Good see him play on the right hand side of the defence to allow Devoyle a chance to play in the middle again as it's hooked out on this near side by Walton. As I said earlier today, the first of 3 consecutive home fixtures for Coventry United in the league. An important 2 weeks it will be for Coventry United's season. Currently in 6th in the table. Where will they be after the games against Easington and Wellingborough on the 21st and 28th of January? Devoyle finds Carey and far too much space for Green's liking. Carey to Prifty. Mollison looking to power it through for Carey, but a bit too much power behind that ball. Out for a goal kick. Smith. First touch to the path of Bradshaw that finds Simmons on the left. Floats it up, looking for the head of Panther, but Mollison first to the seconds. Rolls it through for Blowers, who slips it down the left-hand side for Kyle Carey against Glennon. Agambiade waiting in the middle, maybe offside. It's squared for Renato. Prifty turns away from his man. The loose ball picked up by Bradshaw, blocked by Green. And Walton will end the danger with a clearance on the far side. Quickly taken by Chesterton. There's a 1-2 with Carey. Here is Chesterton, the Solihull Moors youngster. Mollison. Oh, that would have been a great pass if he'd found Devoe, but it's met in the air by Simmons. Now Jones looks to utilise the space. Look at the streaking Joseph Agambiade racing alongside Jones to get a touch on the ball and play it back to David Bablinski. Fantastic speed on show from United's top scorer. And now Chesterton looking for Carey, and Reeve is going to be a bit more careful this time in denying Carey a goal scoring opportunity. Green spots Simmons in space as he's about to enter United territory. Allison cuts out the ball from his opposite number 8 in Oakes. Feels that Oakes got a touch. Oh, the linesman doesn't agree. Shake of the head from Mollison. Simmons took a few yards more than he should do. He's heading up towards the halfway line here as Tom Simmons. He's taking a good 10 yards on that run. But to no avail as the throw is picked up by David Peblinski. Blowers and Miles. Chesterton covered up by Garwood. Carey tracks back, challenged from behind by Glennon. But Chesterton ensures no harm will be done. He's forced into the corner by Garwood. Miles slips as he tries to get the clearance upfield, and it has stayed in. Carey picks it up and a challenge from Glennon from behind, takes it over the line for a throw-in halfway into Red and Green's territory. 26 minutes gone at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United 1, Bugbrooke St Michael's 0. United in front in bizarre fashion with a goalkeeping mistake from Reeve. Devoyle had Bradshaw in support but goes into the middle. Mollison, he finds Bradshaw. Taking on Simmons, deflection onto the crossbar. It wouldn't be the first time that Bradshaw scored from across.
The shot.
Agambiade. Into the box he goes. The ball cleared by Green. Chesterton. Now Carey. United all over Bugbrooke. Ball in by Carey. Good strong header away by Smith. Webster. Forced into a mistake. And Rato pretty trying to prevent Glennon from finding a route out. The ball from Glennon was momentarily collected by Blowers. And now the Badgers are on their way. Jones, followed by Devoyle from behind. Jones holds up play, waiting for support, and finds it with Simmons, the left back. Green closed down by Joe Blowers, and a poor first touch takes it away from him. Blowers with the interception. Devoyle Jones is up to Prifty. Agambiade's up there as he waited that ball right for Bradshaw. It may be a bit too close to Simmons. It is slightly under hit. The ball just kept in by Reeve. In a corner, of course, as it went out. The kick onto the head of Devoyle on the halfway line. End-to-end stuff at the Butts Park Arena. It's the sort of game you want to see.
Lovely.
Mollison, Agambiade making himself available, and it's straight to the feet of Tom Glennon. Fortunately for Bugbrooke there as Garwood probably getting the end of Oakes' ball. Rolls in front of him out for a Coventry United throw, just in front of the technical area for Coventry United. Cross field ball from Carey to Devoyle. An offside flag raised against Renato Prifty, and that's the third time United have had the ball in the back of the net and it won't count. That one was a lot tighter. So frustration for Coventry United. If not for the flag, they'd have a 4-goal lead, and we haven't even hit the half-hour mark yet. But that's why we have the offside rule. Smith looking for Panther. Babinski's header into the midfield. Webster. Now Glennon. First time ball from Garwood, and a return from Oakes. Can Garwood get there ahead of Chesterton? Yes, he can. We're going to take on the Solihull Moors youngster, cutting in from the right-hand side. And the ball connecting with the heel of his teammate, takes it away from him. Blowers finds Bradshaw. I mean, I know Bradshaw can move when he wants to. Steps it through for Jones Agambiade on the right hand side, followed by Smith. They'll stumble from Agambiade. Here's Bradshaw. Walton in his way. Blowers. Another crossing opportunity for Devoyle. Right, Devoyle cannons out off the leg of Simmons for a corner. Devoyle waits for the ball to come back. Half hour gone at a freezing cold Butts Park Arena. Devoyle flicks on by Bradshaw. That one will count. Drilled home by David Peblinski, his second Coventry United goal.
And the second goal this afternoon, or the evening, should I say?
He's making that centre-back role his own alongside Miles. He's even taking a bit of inspiration from his centre-back partner in the goal-scoring department. David Peblinski bringing the ball to feet in a crowded penalty area, sticking his laces through it, leaving Reevan helpless. Coventry United firmly in control. They lead by 2 goals to 0. Peblinski with the second. Kick given there on Harry Chesterton. A furious appeals from Panther, who just went straight into him. We've got 13 minutes to go until half time. I think me and Royson are looking forward to it, so I can get in the warm for 5 minutes. We will be going off air for around 10 minutes here on CUTV. I would say get yourself a mug of something hot or a glass of something cold. I don't think the cold stuff is for any of us tonight. I think we're all looking for something warm. Mollison looking to float it over for Kyle Carey, but first to it is Glennon. Panther, they're going to need his inputs. Bugbrooke there to get back in this one. Looking for Aidan Webster, but met in the air by Miles. Bradshaw down the middle with Prifty. Agambiade going to time his run. It's played behind to Bradshaw. Devoyle. Bradshaw takes it on again. Prifty, 1-2. And the lunge in on Jared Bradshaw, enough from Smith to take it out for a throw on this near side. Devoyle with ball in hand, where will he go? It's Mollison. Devoyle skips away from the challenge of Oakes. Going to curl in all the way. Oh, it's hit the post! Bradshaw across Agambiade, heads it wide. Oh, head in hands for Ronnie Devoyle. We thought he had the most spectacular goal of the season.
Have a shot next time.
Just saying, Ronnie, have a shot next time. Well, that's what his crosses are like. I dare say what his shots are going to be like. Oh, if that went in, you'd be able to hear my scream from Longford. Someone check on that bar. I think it may need a bit of glue. But with 11 minutes to go, it is all Coventry United. Peblinski. Now Chesterton. Agambiade, the target man, brings it down well, avoids Glennon's gaze. Agambiade going all alone. Blocked by the back of the captain, Walton. A bouncing clearance. Miles flicks it away from Jones on the volley, spots Ronnie Devoyle. Here's Jared Bradshaw, sexy football from the red and greens. Deflected over to Blowers. Carey's already got one tonight. Blowers, he hits it. Via a deflection, it's gone wide, has it? No, the referee's saying that it's going to be a goal kick. The United players absolutely certain that it should have been a corner. Chesterton picks it up in the centre circle. Kyle Carey. Now Mollison. Akinbiade tries to get on that through ball, and he should get there ahead of Simmons. And sends it out off Simmons as it was just about to cross the line for the goal kick. Brilliant stuff from Akinbiade. Bradshaw, a return ball from the Thriver Rider Boyle, misses the captain. Oh, right. Butts have told me the Ring Road Junction is going to be closed both ways from 8 o'clock. So if you want to announce that. Here's Bradshaw. Coming on to get a third before the break. Tangle of legs between Bradshaw and Aidan Webster. Results in a free kick for Coventry United. Webster, less than pleased, shall we say. I won't repeat what he said. Devoyle, the man with the plan from the dead ball situation. Flicked on with the head of Pablinski, nodded up rather than out. Bradshaw's up for it, swung well clear by Glennon. Carey lets that one bounce out on the far side. Eight minutes to go plus stoppages until the break. It's still 2-0 Coventry United. Bradshaw. Got Chesterton with him. Here is Harry Chesterton. Mollison, lovely quick passing from Coventry United. Bradshaw, I think there's a little flicker in his mind thinking about whether to have a go. Thinks better of it. Chesterton to Carey. Carey's ball. Akinbiade trying to get his head in there, but it's Simmons who wins that aerial duel. Griffey being hassled and harried all the way, hands on the shoulders from Jones. Referee says nothing doing, but Carl Nolan's side have got the ball back. Mollison with a delightful ball down the left wing to find Carey. Dink through. Crossing towards Akinbiade. Walton's header. Still Bugbrooke are able to clear their lines. Blowers, a little stumble under the challenge of Jones. Seems to be a little bit reckless with Bugbrooke. Mollison, perfectly weighted to the right hand side for Devoyle, and Akinbiade would have surely put it home if not for Walton blasting it out. And needless to say, we're going to need a new ball. Devoyle, it's over to a corner. In fact, it's going to be a corner kick. It's going to be a throw for a moment. It is going to be a corner. Devoyle standing over it. Miles is in there, and Groom was a wise man to get their head up. Miles knowing what Smiler can do from corners. Oh, what a ball that is from Mollison to find Carey. Cutting in from the left. Can he find a red shirt? Miles is there. Prifty takes it on. It's saved well by Reeve, but the flag's up anyway. I think it was up against Adam Miles, who in fact was interfering with play. Chesterton tangling with Panther. Referee says no foul, but the Badgers have got it back. Webster slides it over to Panther. Jones waiting in the area. Pablinski chests it down and calmly plays it away. Prifty. Akinbiade gives chase to that through ball down the right wing. Carey and Pablinski arriving on the scene. Agambiade wins the corner. Tried to go alone, prevented by Smith. Alvin Green reprimanding his teammates. Not impressed with the defending. As we hit the last 5 minutes, United 2 goals up. Care for a third, sir. Devoyle in towards Pablinski. Bounces to Carey on the left. Carey has a go, deflection. Flicked up by the defender and brought down by Reeve. A slip by the keeper as he gets it clear. And by Blowers. Inadvertently hands it to Panther. And lobbed out into the blue and white seats of the XL Motors stand by Alan Miles. No nonsense defending from Smiler. Simmons is going for a long throw. It goes and it falls to Jones across the face of goal, flicked up by Miles and nodded over the woodwork by Trent Oakes. Let's have a look at the latest score. So in the FA Cup, I think it's safe to say Cardiff are out. Leeds leading 3-0 before half time. 2 goals from Gunonto and a goal from Rodrigo. Still 0-0 between Palace and United. Last couple of minutes before the break. In a first half that Coventry United have controlled. Miles cushioned it out under pressure. Blowers was swinging a miss. It's Bugbrooke to try and halve the deficit before the break. They won't get the opportunity. Blowers streaming away. There's acres of space for Bradshaw. He's just got to time it right. Blowers going for glory and smothered by Luke Reeve. The kick from Reeve straight back to Blowers. As if the goalkeeper's saying, "Go on, you've had one shot, why don't you have another?" Pablinski back to Blowers. There's space on the left for Chesterton. And here is Harry Chesterton. Carey tracks back. He got the goal scoring started in bizarre fashion. Pablinski, that could be a great ball for Devoyle, and it will be now after an unfortunate slip from Jones. Devoyle challenged off Jones, charged it down. That's going to be a Coventry United corner. One more chance before the break. Well, looking for a red shirt to ensure United have more than comfortable lead at the break. Miles leaping for it. Pablinski's there. Oh, just before Miles could turn it home, Reeve collects. Wants movement from his players. He wants them to move out and try and push his teammates on to try and find a goal to halve the deficit before the break, but they were a little slower than he anticipated. He's had to hold the ball. Now looking to find Simmons on the left. Only finds the feet of Bradshaw. The Red and Greens haven't put a foot wrong in this first half. It's been fantastic stuff. Chesterton falls back to his own goal. Here's Duggan. High through the night sky. Now back where it came from by Green off the head of Blowers. Headed forward by Adam Miles. Brought down by Green again. Here's Glennon, who got all the way back to Luke Reeve. Taking this side. He's closed down by Agambiade. Reeve distributes. Who got the final touch on that? Bugbrooke feel that it flipped up the head of Chesterton. Referee feels it was Garwood who got the final touch. to end the first half here on CUTV. Remember, we are going off air for around 10 minutes at the break, so see you back here at 9 o'clock for the conclusion of this match. Agumbiade penalised for holding the number 6 Walton. Here's Tom Smith. Looking for a route through the midfield, but instead plays it across to his centre-back partner, Walton. Smith looking for Jones. Devoe beats in mid-air. Bradshaw tries to keep it in, but just bounces over the white line. One more opportunity for Bugbrooke to go in with a 1-goal deficit rather than 2. Throw to Calvin Green. We want for Garwood to control, but he has got there ahead of Chesterton with a bit of help from Oakes. Ball pings off Chesterton and a chance to cross. Jones at the far post. Doesn't get the clues of contacts on it. There's Simmons, Scott's his effort, but it still pulls off a good save from Declan Duggan. And that's the end of the first half. Coventry taking the lead in bizarre circumstances. An error of judgment from Luke Reeve. Crash into the net from Babinski, but Coventry United in the lead by 2-0 at half time. Now kicking towards the railway end to the left of the CUTV camera. Let's see if Carl Nolan's men can finish the job that they started in the first half. We are underway for the final 45 minutes at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United on the ball with Harry Chesterton. Miles swipes the ball away from Will Jones, who falls to the ground like a sack of spuds. Carey, covered up by Glennon. The offside flag raised. And that'll be a free kick to the left-hand side, sorry, right-hand side of the penalty area, I should say.
I thought you had to pass it first when you were offside.
Further up than we anticipated, actually, and a linesman who we were talking to earlier here on CUTV told us he was going to wrap up warm. He looks wrapped up very warm. I think he's got several layers on. He's definitely got the right idea. One of the colder nights at the Butts we've had this season. Bradshaw.
Go.
Here's Joe Blowers.
Lovely.
Great ball for Joseph Agumbiade. He's got Walton for company. Puts it behind Renato Prifty. Green trying to put it out for the corner. It's given away to Agumbiade. And via the hands of Reeve, it's out for a corner. Smart stop at the near post by Luke Reeve to deny a quick third after the break. Remember, United have had the ball in the back of the net a further 3 times, which have been called for offside. Devoyle, another away from Miles. Carey keeps it alive. The space out wide for Devoyle again. Taking on Simmons. Devoyle nodded into relative safety by Green, and the job will be finished by Jones up towards Panther. Held off by Chesterton. Panther has been able to keep it in on that far side. Tangles with Chesterton. Back to his feet. And a late lunge by Panther on David Pablinski. Free kick given to Coventry United. Not sure that there'll be any further punishment for Ed Panther. Referee wants a word with the Bugbrooke number 9. I don't think the card is coming out. And the referee telling Will Jones to go away. Jones wanted to get involved in the discussion that the referee's having with Ed Panther. There's a stoppage in play besides the foul as one of the Bugbrooke players has gone down injured. I believe it's Trent Oakes. Oakes, the solitary change for Bugbrooke St Michael's this evening, coming in the sense of Daniel Porter, who's not in the squad tonight. On the bench for Bugbrooke, they have Ronnie Gibbon, Jake Webster, Kevin Sheehy, Brandon the Hallmark and Dan Powell. And for Coventry United, Sam Rodber, Sean Wills, Callum Ballinger, and two potential Coventry United debutants tonight. Midfielder Rory O'Boyle and defender Adrian Gayamira. Free kick taken by Devoyle. Carey, neat control. Brings it down in a dangerous position, forced back though. Spots Chesterton on this near side. It's going to be a race against the ball, and he's won that race to keep it in. Agambiade slip on the ball. Referee says get up after the challenge from Garwood. Oh, Carey trying to cut it back into the middle for Mitch Wiles, and Green got there first, but the second's collected by the skipper. Devoyle, delightful lob ball. Bradshaw might just get there in time. He does, and it floats it across the face of goal. With Bradshaw's record, you never know one of those crosses is going to end up in. And there's been a goal at Selhurst Park. Manchester United lead by 1-0. Bruno Fernandes scoring. So United looking to go second in the league. Coventry United, I'm not sure they'll go up any places tonight, but we'll have a look at the table. If they do win, United will actually go 5th. Unless they score 10 goals, which means they'll go up to 4th above Wellingborough, which... not ruling it out, of course, but you never know what's going to happen. As Bugbrooke are ready to make their first change of the evening, leaving the field is going to be number 8, Trent Oakes, and replacing him, number 14, Jake Webster. And Jake joining his namesake Aiden. Not sure if they're related or not. Oakes off.
James Bugbrooke off number 8, Trent Oakes on number 14, Jake Webster.
So that's the first change of the evening for the Badgers. 5 minutes into the second half. Some referees implement the free sub-stoppage rule, others don't. It wasn't enforced on Saturday against Lutterworth. There were 4 stoppages for Lutterworth. As Joseph Agambiade is penalised for a push on the substitutes. Jake Webster. Crossfield ball from the free kick. Brought down safely. Chance for Jones to whip it in. Out muscled by Pablinski, nothing more than that. And a little bit of a lunge from Jones, sending the ball out and leaves one on Pablinski. Devoyle less than pleased about the treatment of his teammate. There's one of the cargo trains heads along the railway behind the stand. A little bit of a toot there to say hello to the Red and Green Army. Duggan. Back where it came from by Glennon. Miles up for it, but he was caught. Was he caught in the head there by Panter, who's already had a warning, of course. And the referee wants to see Panter again. And I think the Bugbrooke striker is about to join the referee's card list. And the referee explaining to Panter, I warned you over there. I warned you on that earlier exchange, and you won't be warned again. There's a yellow card. So Ed Panter, the first recipient of a booking in tonight's match. Duggan. But Bradshaw puts it across and parried by Reeve, who's able to get to the seconds. Throws it over to the left-hand side where Simmons is waiting. On by Jake Webster, and as far as Devoyle, The Bugbrooke have got it back, and Jones on the move once more. Panther, after receiving that booking, of course, has got to be careful. It was someone with the challenge of Adam Miles, and this time he's on the right side of the referee's decision. But Panther wants Miles to go in the book. Warning from the referee to Miles, no yellow card as of yet, as Adrian Gayamira is going for a warm-up. Could be a solution to United's injury problems at right back. Riley Devoyle, who's primarily a defensive midfielder, has been playing on the right side of the defence since the injury to Jared Clamp. Brad Coleman has also played on the right side of the defence, still out with that jaw injury. Strong header away from Miles. Here's Agambiade. Going to beat his man for pace. Agambiade. Simmons with a challenge from behind. Agambiade gets away from it. Renato Prifty plays it on, caught in the challenge. It's only as far as Simmons, who hooks it away on that far side. Throwing Coventry United on the halfway line. Devoyle to take. United have a strong lead by 2-0 as we hit the 55-minute mark. But Bugbrooke have come out of half-time looking for a piece of the action. Devoyle another throw-in. Swipe at his feet by Tom Smith. Throw to Prifty. Pablinski just bounces past Blowers, but no bother. Chesterton's there to pick it up. Oh, it just slips off the boot of Kyle Carey after a throw. Level with Bugbrooke's penalty area. Garwood taking a few extra yards on the throw. Referee says that's fine. Garwood wants options. Panther wants it, but he's a little out of distance. He'll go for Panther, and unsurprisingly doesn't reach him. It's nodded down by Mollison, only as far as Green. Game ahead takes on this near side. Who's got the final touch? It's Joe Blowers who's flipped it out of his head. Throw from Garwood. Gets it back from Aidan Webster. Garwood takes it too close to Mitch Mollison, and it's drilled out on this near side by Adam Miles. Right in that corner. And Bugbrooke, the real opportunity in the long throw to come in from Simmons. Thrown in towards Grennan, gets his head on it, and Duggan tells Chesterton to leave as he collects it without any sort of issue. Goal kick volley back where it came from by Walton, but Joe Blowers collects for Coventry United. Chesterton. Carey going to take it on, but Glennon there first. Switches the play. Devoyle back in possession for the home side. Agambiade the target. Header by Smith. Seconds collected by Bradshaw. Agambiade. Carey. Blowers takes it on, caught in the challenge. Coventry United free kick, about 10 yards into enemy territory. No changes yet for the red and greens, but we see Gayamira warming up. It bounces towards Reeve. He's not going to be called out by Carey for a second time tonight. Safe hands from the Badgers number 1. Will Jones. Jake Webster. Here's Tom Smith. Gets it back from Simmons. Smith again. Floated up looking for Green. Miles with the header on it, and Mollison will drive away for United. Puts it through. Agambiade. Swept away by Reeve. Pavlinsky nods it up. But the seconds for to Jones, who may think about the strike here. Lays it off to Garwood on the right. Garwood looking for a route in. And Miles Swings his boot and it skews to his left and out for a corner. Another change coming up for Bugbrooke St Michael's. We'll have to wait. Simmons on set push duty again. Towards Green. Miles gets enough to turn it away. Kyle Carey. Gets his head to it. And it's back with Bugbrooke. Simmons. Jake Fletcher. Green tries to get his header to it. Good save by Duggan on the line from Panther. Point blank range. Ed Panther thought he'd got Bugbrooke back in it. But it was straight out Declan Duggan who saved well. First real opportunity that Bugbrooke have had in this second half. It's been coming. How will United respond? Devoyle. Now Blowers. Harry Chesterton. Little dig in the back on Carey, but he's got the ball back to his left back teammates. Across the goal. It looked like he may have been able to touch it in, but it was just a touch in front of him. Found the way on the far side by Reeve. Green looks to keep Bugbrooke going in the right direction. Miles, I'm going to shoot it back to Duggan. He volleys it into safety. Brought down well by Bradshaw. Devoyle looking for Agambiade. Brings it down under pressure from Walton. Walton able to get to the seconds. Sends it high into the night sky. Blowers back on the ball for United. Devoyle. Slide challenge from behind by Jake Webster to take him off his stride. Simmons finds a teammate in Will Jones. Garwood making the overlap. Jones once a foul is shrugged to the ground by Mitch Mollison. Now it is Mollison receiving from Chesterton, and he's sent another Bugbrooke man to the deck. This time Aiden Webster, but it's Webster back on his feet to snatch it away from Mollison on the fringes of the penalty area. Carey making the block on the run from Garwood. Now the Running Rouge is trying to calm things down, control the pace of this game, and Carey, that's a great ball, but it's offside against Bradshaw as he picked up the ball in acres of space in the penalty area. I think there's an echo in here. We've had 61 minutes. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Coventry United 2, Bugbrooke St Michael's 0. Bugbrooke have made a better start in the second half than they did the first. But Coventry United still looking comfortable. So let's kick off their home triple header with 3 points. The headed ball down the right hand side ends up for a goal kick for Coventry United. 3 United still warming up down the touchline. Duggan taking his time, collecting this ball. No ball boys, of course, in this particular division. Duggan. Back where it came from by Glennon. Here's Jones. Trying to get the ball to Panther, and Panther was caught on the knee by David Pablinski. Quickly back to his feet after going down screaming like a banshee. I think it would be a particularly harsh decision to give Pablinski a yellow card for that. The referee is going to his pocket, and that is a very harsh yellow card for Pablinski. No doubt whatsoever he was going for the ball. I think that is a poor decision from the referee. Yellow card for teenage defender David Pablinski, but Not one that he deserved, in my opinion, for what it's worth, which isn't a lot. Free kick's coming from Green. Glennon's up there. I think it was Adam Miles again getting his head to that. Cleared on the far side. Discussions between the United manager as to what decision to make next. So they have 26 minutes to see out. With a 2-goal lead, obviously a 3-goal lead is more comfortable. United defended a 1-goal lead for over 80 minutes last week against Little before being pegged back by Brian and Love's goal. It took 2 late goals to seal the victory. Can Green pull one back? Yes, he can! Emphatic strike from Green.
And one back for Bugbrooke.
So glance at the official after the referee's whistle. But Green, with plenty of power, puts the Badgers back in this game. And it is a 1-goal match once again. At the other end, Agambiade and Bradshaw looking for a route through. Jared Bradshaw puts it in for Agambiade, cushions it back for Renato Prifty. Here's Devoyle. Here's Prifty. Smashes it at the goalkeeper, well saved, but back into the danger zone. Agambiade's in there, defensive just enough to prevent United from re-extending the advantage to 2. Chesterton told he had time. Kyle Carey, a few step overs taking on Webster. United determined to restore their cushion. Agambiade, surrounded by white shirts, bundled to the ground, referee says nothing doing. Ball floated over Panter's head. Nelson, a second to that ball, and barges over Aidan Webster from behind. You have to think United are now thinking about some alterations. Coventry United 2, Bugbrooke St Michael's 1, the latest score. And the free kick from Jake Webster to Tom Simmons doesn't work out, as when Simmons received the ball, he was over the line, and incidentally when he touched the ball was over the line. Green, slightly behind Panther, but he's got there. Challenge from blowers only as far as Glennon. Will Glennon holding off several United challenges, doing fantastically well there, the number 5, but eventually has to admit defeat. Prifty. That ball runs away from him and back with Walton. Lopped it into the Excel Motors stand by Reeve. Almost halfway through this second half, Bugbrooke have pulled one back and they deserved it. Throw from Chesterton to the feet of Carey. Down the line with Mitch Mollison. Carey. Switch the play, in fact plays it short to Joe Blowers. Miles. All the way back with Duggan. Spots Carey on the left-hand side, beaten mid-air by Will Glennon. Chesterton nods it back to Carey, has got on it this time, and was tripped from behind by Glennon. The Bugbrooke fans aren't happy about it, but the referee has given the free kick to United just inside Bugbrooke territory, and we are going to have a substitution for Coventry. It looks like a double substitution. It's floated in for Riley Devoyle. It's offside as he bounces it across the face of goal. And we know that Sam Rodber is going to be coming on. I believe the other player coming on is Sean Wills, but I can't see the number. Looks like he's wearing the number 18. Or it might be the number 13. Oh, the back Pablinski cushions it down for Chesterton. Miles clears. Biarde receives a little deft header from Renato Prifty. He's been crowded out today. Biarde has not had much room to work with. And now the referee allowing Bugbrooke to start just as United wants to get Robder on the field. Panther, options in the middle. Slide by Pablinski. It's into the hands of Declan Duggan. It does appear it is going to be Sean Wills and Sam Rodber to head on. Fresh legs coming for Coventry United. Here comes Biarde looking to add to his 8 goals this season. Looking to pull it back. Carey's at the far post waiting. Nodded out by Glennon for the Coventry United corner. Managers don't tend to make substitutions on corners. And that's something that Carl Nolan will continue. Bugbrooke making a change too. Short by Carey to Renato Prifty. Carey and Pablinski's up there, nodded away by Glennon. Brought down by Adam Miles. Looking to get the shot away, Miles. He did get a shot away, couldn't get any power behind it. Pablinski keeps it alive. Prifty. Now Mollison in a more central location, looking to dink it over for Adam Miles. Turned away by Glennon. I think Robder might be suffering with a bit of an injury here. He's over on the touchline. Back in the field now, and United have got the throw. Kick from Duggan, flips off the head of Garwood, who's asking Glennon, what else did you want me to do? And here comes the change of Coventry United, and as expected, Joseph Biarde, the first player to be withdrawn. And Sam Rodber will replace him. And Renato Prifty, the second man to leave for Coventry United. And it looks like it's going to be Sean Wills heading on with number 18.
And I think it's Sean Wills. I've got 18 options.
United!
And for Bugbrooke St Michael's, you can see Tom Smith has left the field, and number 16 Brandon Hallmark heading on.
Off Tom Smith. And on number 16 Brandon.
Well, the king of them, it is indeed Sean Wills who's on the field. He was down as wearing the number 14. He's now wearing the number 18. Maybe the 14 was a bit too big for him. Bradshaw encased in that corner. Needs a route out and finds it with Wills. Bundled to the ground. Referee says no as Bugbrooke hit the counter. Floating ball over for Panther. Did Duggan make contact? He did. The referee has called for the free kick. He was going for the ball. Bugbrooke surrounding the referee. Declan Duggan with his hands on his waist in disbelief. The former Preston North End goalkeeper on his Coventry United debut. Panther putting his head in danger's way. It is a free kick to Bugbrooke. Will the Red and Greens have 11 men left when the free kick is taken? Referee calling Duggan over, and of course United don't have a substitute goalkeeper on the bench. And I don't believe Duggan's going to be sent off. From the reactions from the Bugbrooke players, it is a yellow card. And Bugbrooke absolutely furious. They feel that Duggan should have been sent off, but the United shot stopper will remain on the pitch, to a sigh of relief from the Red and Green Army. Panther won the free kick, and Glennon will take it, a 4-man wall in front of Duggan's goal. Bugbrooke couldn't take a player away from Coventry United, but they can take their lead away and punish the infringement in another fashion. Green and Glennon. It's going to be Green. Parried by the goalkeeper into a dangerous position. Panther at the far post. Has it crossed the line? No, it hasn't. The hand by Duggan just doing enough to keep it out. Then we've got to tell who got the final touch towards the net, but all that matters is that it didn't get another one to send it over the line. Nervy times of the Bucks Park Arena United hanging on by the skin of their teeth. Well, Bugbrooke are going to be careful not to lose their heads here. Yet more appeals for the visiting players. And another fantastic save from Duggan onto the post. What do Bugbrooke have to do to score? Duggan almost like a spider keeping these efforts out. It's back in by Green. Glennon's at the far post, nodded back across. Jones is there, and Chesterton does the necessary. More appeals on board, but winning a penalty on that occasion. Garwood lofted in towards that far post. It'll be collected across the goal, achieving a Panther. Glennon swinging a miss. Green keeps it alive. Jones's shot nearly ended up in the car park. Via a deflection, it will be a corner. The Running Greens have got to get a grip of the situation now. They've got 15 minutes to go. They lead by 2 goals to 1. They've made 2 of their changes with Rothber and Wills coming on. Neither of the debutants have been introduced just yet. Green in as Bugbrooke have another go. It's Peblinski rising above the rest and not it out on that far side. Throwing level with the penalty area. You just get a feeling it's going to be one of those dramatic finales at the Bucks Park Arena that we're so used to under these bright lights. Hoofed in. Glennon's there. Diverted away as far as Sam Rodber. Bradshaw would have liked that touch to be a little lighter. So the Bubble defenders back in the game, but Blowers will find Carey. He's got a pretty heavy touch as well, but he's able to maintain possession. Blowers, Bradshaw wants it played through. He's playing to the middle of that front three now. Jared Bradshaw with Rodber on the right. Devoyle looks for Wills. The head of Glennon prevents it. Larson, the head of Aidan Webster, and now it's up to Miles to prevent Panther from a route in. A barge in the back of man on Miles, and Panther absolutely furious, and Jones getting in the face of the assistant. A barge in the back of Adam Miles, and I think Will Jones could be heading into the book for dissent. And he is. Yellow card for Jones. And to celebrate, Adam Miles doing his best Seal impression. Or should that be Dolphin? Nodding the ball up. A little wave with the hand there. I think Jones has got a sin bin. He has, he's heading off the field. I believe it was a yellow card given to Will Jones. Of course, under the new laws, you can be sent to the sin bin for dissent against the officials. It looks like that's what's happened with Jones. What an evening it's been at the Bucks Park Arena. Wells, stretch from Mollison. Couldn't get the ball, but he's got the free kick from Jake Webster. Right, how many fingernails have you got left? I think he's just about down to the bone.
So nice.
Well, a couple of members of the Red and Green Army leaving early. I wouldn't recommend it. You never know what's going to happen late on. Carey. Looking for Bablinski, nodded up by Walton and out by Walton. Corner kick, Coventry United. Out to enter the last 10 minutes. Coventry United 2, Bugbrooke St Michael's 1, and we're about to see another change. It looks like a debut for Rory O'Boyle. Fabbo's from the corner and out for another one. Flicks off the head of Aidan Webster, screaming at the linesman. The referee made the decision. The flag stayed down from the assistant referee on the far side. Bugbrooke not happy with the decisions of the referee as of late. And United were prepared to take the short corner. It's been called back, and Bugbrooke about to make another change as well. That would be their third change. And their third stoppage as well. For United, it would be their second stoppage in their third change. Carey wants options from the corner. Rockler's in there, as is Peblinski. Bounces all the way through. Will's in a race to get to the seconds and wins it. Challenge from behind. Takes it out for a Coventry United throw midway into Bugbrooke territory, and Mollison's going to leave it for Harry Chesterton to take, and the referee now halts play. A substitution coming up. Joe Blower's leaving the field, and a red and green's debut for Rory O'Boyle. Joe Blower's off.
Number 6, Joe Blowers, and on number 13, Rory O'Boyle.
So a red and green's debut for number 16, Rory O'Boyle. And here comes the change for Bugbrooke St Michael's. Tom Simmons replaced by Kevin Sheehy.
Another change for Bugbrooke off Tom Simmons on Kevin Sheehy.
Handshakes all around for Blowers after a job well done. They've got another 10 minutes to hold on here, Coventry United, and O'Boyle has got a part to play. Couldn't find a way in from the left. It's cleared as far as the header Miles. O'Boyle up for it, couldn't quite get contact on the header. But he'll get to the seconds after heavy control from Garwood. Robber. Unfortunately, couldn't keep it in the confines of play and the pressure from Glennon. Smith receives from Walton. Sheehy playing a higher line along the left side than his predecessor did, who's just had it off the field. Jake Webster to Will Glennon. Badger's top scorer. They're going to need his exploits if they're going to get anything out of this game. Green. Sheehy. Can he whip it in? Webster's there. Gets the head on it. Brought down safely by Duggan. United have another window of substitutions that they can use. They could use it for time wasting, or just to get another fresh pair of legs on the field. As ball down the left hand side by Chesterton, bounces out for the goal kick. United still have Adrian Gamera and Callum Banninger on the bench. Lennon keeps it in just about. Webster out of muscle by Mollison. Kyle Carey. O'Boyle wants it lofted over. It's onto the chest though of the Bugbrooke number 2. Gets it back from Glennon. Garwood looking to get moving. O'Boyle catching up with him. United seem to have gone to a 5-man formation at the back, with O'Boyle playing at left wing back and Chesterton playing on the left centre back. He shepherds it into touch of the pressure from Garwood. Coventry United goal kick. 8 minutes to go. Still 2-1 United. Well, in my experience, as we say, next week's going to be our 7-year anniversary. Time goes a lot slower when you're winning than it does when you're losing. Glennon heads the goal kick straight after a throw, level with the United penalty area. Bugbrooke are going to have to try and box United in. I haven't seen any of the United subs going for a warm-up since the last change, so that might well be The last of the subs from Carl Nolan. Chesterton's throw, back by O'Boyle. Lob further up the field as far as Walton. Smith. Offside flag raised against Garwood. And Coventry United have a free kick about halfway into their own turf on the left wing. Miles standing over it, there it goes. Kept in by O'Boyle. Rockball's the target, but it's intercepted by Jake Webster. Webster's clearance. Shea beaten mid-air by Devoyle. Another standout performance from Roy Devoyle at the back. Rodber. Oh, was it out? Like for a moment that Reeve could be outside the box when he picked it up. It's not always easy to tell with these lines of the Butts Park Arena. Of course, this is primarily a rugby pitch, so the rugby lines are a lot thicker, more visible than the football lines. Sheehy. Stumble by Panto, the challenge of Pedlinski. Referee gives the free kick. And Rodber, I think, suffering a bit of cramp here. He's hopping into the penalty area. Everyone back for United except for Rodber. And Bugbrooke wrestler point away. Free kick given against Glennon for a push on Pedlinski, I believe. 5 minutes to go. Coventry United 2, Bugbrooke St Michael's 1. Kelvin Green bringing one back for Bugbrooke in the second half. Those first half goals from Carey and Pedlinski. Duggan given the hurry up from the referee. Duggan with the free kick with Bradshaw. Sheehy getting his head to it. It's behind, and now Rodber. Will he go for the corner or go for the cross? He'll go for the cross, but it's out for the goal. Kick the ball bouncing away, so it's up to Reeve to go and fetch it. Well, not a bad situation there for Rodber. If you're not going to score from it, kick the ball away as far as possible. Unless Bugbrooke want to hide their own ball, boys. Glennon. Not a lot by Miles. Mollison tries to shield from Green. With a bit of help from Miles. Mollison's got it back, and Chesterton thumps that one along the left touch line. Has it stayed in? Yes, it has. And it's going to go all the way out for a goal kick. There it goes. No sign of any further changes for United, so this will surely be the way it's going to end. And Bugbrooke are back to full strength. Will Jones back on at the end of his sin bin. So Bugbrooke with 11 men now. United have sat back while Bugbrooke were down to 10, trying to save a little bit of energy perhaps. Green beaten mid-air by Adam Miles. Wills is up there. Chesterton, more height than distance on that clearance, but Blinski's up there. Swung into safety by from Wills, I should say. Awkward bounce. But it's safely back to the goalkeeper from Brandon Hallmark. Luke Reeve, his mistake in the first half could be all that separates the two sides at full time. It's all that separates them at the moment. Will Jones back in the action after his sin bin, puts it in, nodded down by Webster. Wills finishes the job and clears emphatically. Hallmark. Devoyle cushions it out. Throw in for Bugbrooke. Time running out. They've got to try and get the ball out of that practice net on the far side. They have done. Into the last 2 minutes. Panther the target. And Panther gets the header away as he went to the ground with the back of his head. Duggan able to keep it out. But I've got to give another approval to Panther there. Great effort. Chesterton, now Rory O'Boyle. Floated over the Bugbrooke backline. Robber will try and shield it from Walton, and does. Here is O'Boyle. Puts it through the legs of the captain. O'Boyle in towards Bradshaw. Handball claims. Referee doesn't want to know. Bugbrooke down to 10 men at the moment as the defender's down. Carey goes for goal. Deflection. Nearly wrong-footed Reeve. But his hands onto it. Jones flicked on. Here's Ed Panther. Could be one last nasty sting in the tail. Bablinski barges a number 9 to the ground. Bablinski is on a yellow card. And he's being called over. It could be now United heading down to 10 men. Devoyle and Babinski pleading their case. Could United be down to 10 for the last minute of normal time? No is the answer. Final warning. Babinski will stay on the field. United will hope the ball stays out of the net. Glennon looking for goal 17 in his 23rd appearance to rescue a point for Bugbrooke. Green standing over it as well. Will Duggan be the hero and preserve United's lead? Referee blows the whistle. Crucial moment for United. Deflection takes it wide. Corner kick. And the United man has stayed down, holding his head. I think that might be Adam Miles. We are now into added time. There haven't been too many stoppages. I didn't expect that to be more than a minute. Calvin Green with the corner late on. Lennon's there, back into the danger zone. Duggan dives onto it. A few fisticuffs as Duggan was kicked. With Bubba trying to prize the ball away from the United number 1. The linesman on the pitch trying to calm things down. Duggan holding his arm. Lucy Stead, United physio, is going to head on now, and Duggan has gone to the deck again. It looks like his right shoulder. Callum Ballinger going for a warm-up. United do have one more stoppage in play to utilise for substitutes. The referee certainly has booked, I'm not entirely sure what, but we've had 2 minutes of added time, none of which has featured any sort of football. The referee checking the watch. United are nearly there. It's been a tense second half, but the hard work in the first half might just see the red and greens over the line. Jones flips on to the chest of Pablinski, lobs it left. Rory O'Boyle will get there. Urged to keep it. Carey down line. Here is Kyle Carey on the score sheet this evening, and a crucial goal it could be. Chesterton, Mollison lobs it up for O'Boyle. Back to Kyle Carey by the defender and offside. As Kyle Carey receives a bit of a barge from Garwood. He tried to get the ball back. Glennon takes it quick. Referee wants it taken again. The ball out of position. We're going to be taken level with the offside flag. Also repairing a bit of Queen, I think.
Go on, United!
Reeve, as time ticks away, coming to the end of the 4th minute of added time. Duggan claims it. That long ball into the penalty area before Panther could get there. Rodber waiting for it up front. It's on the deck with Duggan. O'Boyle flicks it on just out of reach of Kyle Carey, out for a throw. Another check of the watch from the referee. There can't be much longer left, surely. Reeve under pressure from Kyle Carey has to lob it back to Glennon. Here's Walton. Again, the referee checks the watch. Walton. It's past Panther, but there's Adam Miles. That ball's not coming back. And we're not coming back for any more of this match. Coventry United have survived. The hard work in the first half sees Carl Nolan's side through. Bugbrooke's fight back could not be completed. Handshakes all around between the Coventry United defence. They earned it. Kyle Carey with a bizarre opener, calling Wimbley's bluff. And Boblinski drilling home the second before the half-time interval. Calvin Green smashes a goal in for Bugbrooke St Michael's, a half the deficit in the second half. It's not enough to wrestle the points away from the red and green. The first game, the home header, tick, there's the win. Final score, the Mutzmark Arena, United County at the end of the South. Coventry United 2, Bugbrooke St Michael's 1. And a bit of unpleasantness with the referee being surrounded by Bugbrooke players. But United earned the victory fair and square. We'll be back on Saturday for the game against Easington Sports. Highlights will be available tomorrow morning. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Get in, boys!
Oh, blimey, that was hard work, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh, very, very. Shoot, shoot.